Great, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Akar Kadash, double honors to the apostles of GMS, and the sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing the truth and sincerity. And I pretty much want to go into what might be a small video, might be a long one, who knows. But going in, just in general, into our people, especially going into this New Year's, that with the simple fact that people follow pretty much anything, but yet they'll claim they're still Christians and so on and so forth, but do the wicked things that they're not supposed to. But they say God loves, and they use that as an excuse to do anything they want, which shows you they don't really love the Lord. They'll call them, or they'll say that they go to church every Sunday, like as if that's the only day you're supposed to really worship the Lord. But in this society, that's what it is. It's less time on the Lord, more time on your wickedness, and that's as simple as that. That's what Luke 6:46 goes into, where it says, "And why ye call me Lord, Lord, and do not the things that I say." That's clearly what these people do on an average basis. Like you something goes wrong, that's the moment you want to call on the Lord. Oh Jesus, oh God, so on and so forth. But y'all would never do the things that y'all are supposed to do. Y'all cast his words behind them, and y'all follow this BS New Year's, which is not even on the right day or the right season for that matter, because it's on a season where everything's dead. Everything's cold, no life. You can look at these trees, there's no leaves on them. You don't see no flowers growing around. Everything's dying. Everything's dying. Like it's clear as day that these trees have no leaves. Maybe we can't see it because of the camera, and it's dark. But at the same time, it's really no leaves out here. It's just branches, woods. Everything's dead. Everything's dead. This New Year's in America is or whoever follows America is in a season where everything's dead in the winter. I thought New Year's is supposed to be in a time where everything's blooming, everything's lively, and it's alive. It's a good season. This is a dead season where everybody's trying to get warm to even survive out here, especially with the homeless people. They trying to survive. They got to get warm to try to keep themselves alive. But our people is just docile. They'll follow this New Year's. They'll wait. They'll be all happy about this whole entire mess, and it's just like, what is there to be happy about? You had to really question, what is there to really actually be happy about in this New Year? And I'm over here watching this one video because I like to watch funny videos on my time sometimes, of course, besides watching other brothers' videos. But it's funny as it was. One of the guys was like, "Oh yeah, just another year that we're closer to dying," and a lot of people was hitting that up like he's actually freaking right. Like people are seeing that we're actually at the closer time of this place going down. Even the ones that worship this place are starting to see that this place ain't really lasting, because we're closer and closer to everything dying. That's why New Year's is in a season of death, and it makes sense. Like each new year, everything's getting worse and worse and worse, and each new year is in a day where is in a season where everything's dead each year. So it's no wonder how everything ends up turning up bad, especially in this place that's already wicked. So technically, yes, in this society, it makes sense to have New Year's in a season that's not that has pretty much everything dying. it makes sense because this place is nothing but death. You can't have something righteous and something unrighteous, because whatever you try to put righteous makes it is going that unrighteousness is going to take it and make it unrighteous. That's why we pray to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua all the time to make sure we stay righteous, so that the unrighteous don't take us. Our people is already unrighteous. You can't wake them up. We do our job to try to wake up the elect of our people to ones that actually understands and have the sense of the Lord with them. But for the most part, these people don't have no common sense, no sense of justice or righteousness in them. It's whatever they like is what they want, and they'll use the Lord as an excuse to do what they want, to say God loves, God forgives everything we do, even if it's wicked. Our people are just that damn docile to even make up something just to benefit them. If that comes to mind, which is Psalms 50:16, where it talks about how, basically paraphrasing, how our people will literally say they do these things, but they really don't, or how they really just cast his words behind them. We be out there standing reading the Bible to them. We'll tell them that this is literally the Lord's words, and they'll still reject it. Mind you, that's in verse 17, by the way. But they'll still reject and put the Lord's words behind them, because they'll say, "Not my God," or they'll try to find any excuse to justify their wickedness. And we telling them this is not from our own mouth, but they'll come up with any excuse in the world that this book was written by man, or some other crazy mess. And I'm like, what book wasn't written by man? Tell me and show me what book was written by the Lord, by Yahweh Shah themselves, as if they really need to write anything. The Lord set up men to write these books because it'll be easy for anybody to just follow anything that the Lord writes out. But the Lord didn't make it that simple for these people, because the Lord was already 20 steps ahead of us by the time we even started. So these people are just in their own docile mind that just wants to do all sorts of wicked things. And for that, let them, because they're not worth it. Our people are really not worth it at this point. They'll get destroyed and come back in the righteous mind. That's all we can say and do for them. But we're only out there for the elect of our people. It's not to say that we hate our people. It's just we can't do nothing for them, because this is what they want to follow. Mind you, it's not that we're just pinning this on them. No, you can literally sit there and watch our videos, and you can see how much they will struggle against us. They will sit there and refute everything we say just so they can keep doing what they're doing. They'll walk down the street and still go back to the same wicked stuff they're doing. So it's not us that's saying that they want to do this. No, you can clearly see they want to do it. They'll even tell you they want to do it. This is what being drunk off of the Babylon juice has done to our people. This is why we can't help our people. You could try to wake up every black man, woman, and child. At the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. And if they want to be Babylon loving, smoke weed hitting adulterers, then let them. Because you don't want that in around you. Because they're going to do anything they want to try to do around you. They're going to try to convince you to smoke weed. They're going to try to commit adultery on your woman. Do you honestly want that mess? Because I sure as heck wouldn't. I want them far away from me as much as possible. Because I don't like being around niggas. I never did like being around niggas. Me and my brothers growing up in school, having to deal with nothing but niggas just to see how they really act around each other. And They get mad when so-called white people call them monkeys. I'm like, they have every right to call them monkeys because they act exactly like it. Middle school, high school was nothing but a fucking zoo. And that's how our people act. And that's why I was like, I don't even care for niggas. I only care about the elect of our people. And that's about it. That's what matters at the end of the day. Cause we seek what the Lord seeks. We seek actual brothers. We don't seek I'm not even gonna say 2/3. I'm just saying we don't seek niggas because they ain't worth anything. They want to call themselves real niggas and all this other mess. Yeah, they're real niggas. They can stay real niggas because we don't want real niggas. We want real men to be of the elect, the real men that actually wants to be out of this mess, real men that actually knows right from wrong. So at the end of the day, this place needs to fall, no matter how anybody looks at it. New Year's, okay, I can accept it when, far as it being what it is, because it's a new year of everything dying. So yeah, you can say Happy New Year's. I'm over here laughing because of the simple fact that y'all really falling for this mess. Not even just for the fact that y'all falling for this mess, but I'm actually agreeing that y'all go for it. Because every New Year's is a mass killing, higher rates of death, more and more time of our prophecy, the Lord's prophecy being pushed, and closer to this place being brought down. And that's why Malachi 4:1, no, not even, I would say even Revelations 18:8, where it talks about the plagues, death, and famines, is even just as great for this place coming down. And then Malachi 4:1 coming for us, this place being destroyed. Because that's what this place needs, is a good cleansing. But before then, y'all need a real wake-up call to what this place really is. But that's why we don't get mad about the 2/3, because y'all just doing your job. What we get mad about is just the fact that y'all really follow this madness. So, that's all I wanted to go into. So with that, Shalom and death to Babylon.